Do our poems have to be quiet like mice? Can our poems be loud and wild and full of action and life and everything?
Whatever you're writing is practice, And whatever you're saying, it's important. Those beautiful moments that you can get, that's what I'm after. That's what I like to see.
You won't believe what I'm about to receive. I keep having this dream that my family leaves. I'm gonna run till I'm out of sight. I gotta stop. The gun goes pop, pop. I'm gonna run till I'm out of sight. Thank you.
At first, they tell me, I ain't writing no poetry. I don't like poetry. Then I read them poems by children their age, and they say, that's poetry? I can do that, and they do.
The beauty of what our experience in the schools is when we go into a school, we usually spend 10 to 12 weeks in the classroom. You get to spend time with that student, and they get to know you, and they get to trust you, and they get to hear other people expressing themselves in this environment of basically trust and security.
Me the water.
In 12 weeks, everybody comes up with a gem. What you get from this is just nothing but absolute joy.
We want to have some fun today, but like I said, we also want to get quite a bit of work accomplished, including to give you some real serious writing time.
The Missoula Writing Collaborative was founded in 1994, and it's 23 years old. You have to be a professional to work with us. We're through western Montana. We've been to Hawaii, we've been to Alaska, we are on the reservation in a number of schools, and we have an outreach program to give kids that have not had this experience before a shot.
This is the kind of program that cuts across all of the class and gender and racial lines and provides a common space for people to explore the inner self together. And so I think it's important for us to sort of invest in that and say it's important to keep cultivating that talent, the writing talent.
As I approach the riverside, I contemplate what to write.
If I have a student that's unwilling to write or that is shy and silent, I befriend them, and then I ask them to tell me what they think and feel. Even one sentence, and then I will write it down. And then we'll talk about it, and we'll maybe add some color. And encouragement and support and trust build up.
I keep a smile, not a frown, as I make my way back to the campground.
Sometimes, which this happens a lot, I'll just get one idea, and then all of a sudden, like thousands of ideas are bouncing faster than I can write.
My most powerful moments with the Montana Writing Collaborative is they've been in watching the public performance, and then all of a sudden they stand in front of a group and a whole new personality unfolds and a whole new view on the world unfolds. And I sort of feel like that's the germ of any sort of change and movement and growth and progress in our society is from that kind of voice allowing itself to kind of be cultivated. But to have people really wowed by your writing, it's a powerful moment. It makes you realize writing has that ability to kind of galvanize and send a shockwave through a group of people, and you can see that happening in these readings. That people, you'll hear kind of gasps in the audience from time to time. You say, "So wow, that poem was amazing."
Hold my hand, protect me, never let me go.
We allow them to dare to dream and to tell the truth. We don't worry about spelling, punctuation, grammar. We just want them to be able to contact that part of themselves and get it into words.
I think it makes me more confident because I really like the writing, and it brings you out into nature and stuff. Really makes you pay attention more to the environment. Even if I do something else, maybe an engineer, but I'd always like to keep my gift of writing.
Today we're going to look at a poem many of you have looked at before. It's one of the great poems in the history of the written world. Who has heard the poem "Ode to My Socks"?
You have to socially negotiate your behavior in the classroom as far as being fair and positively criticizing each other. And so it develops better citizens. It organizes their thinking. It shows them the many possibilities of what else they could be. I mean, I don't expect them to be poets, but I hope they'll write poetry for themselves, for the rest of their lives.
Listen, please, for the moment of surrealism, where the everyday becomes dreamlike and unexpected.
Oh, to the baby crying. Oh, to the laugh you make when someone makes you happy. Oh, to the beautiful eyes that light up every time you see me. Oh, to the beauty of love.
You see those kids who don't have maybe the respect or don't have a chance to express themselves in a way that all the other kids like sit up and go, "Did you hear that? Wow."
My poem's called Traveling. They parade across the plains in search of food and water. Their mouths are dry. They are sad and vulnerable. Many were lost in the drought. They carry on in hopes of rebirth, new land, away from the drought. Just looked a little dusty in the background, so I just decided to imagine.
I had a fourth grade teacher once who said, "Why do you always ask them to write such sad and tragic stuff?" And I said, "I just asked for a haiku." I said, "Maybe because nobody else asked them. Maybe there's nowhere else to put it, and you don't want to keep that inside." I feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world with my work. I am surrounded by the infinite majesty of these loving, pure souls, and it just makes me happy all the time.
It's the most important work I ever did in my life. That's why I'm still here after 20 years.
I think we should be doing this in every school. And, good things are going to happen. I know that. You just know good things are going to happen if they keep writing.